I declare the May 2026 College of Engineering commencement of the State University of New York Polytechnic Institute to be in session. At this time, I ask those who are able to please stand for our national anthem. The national anthem will be performed by Oasis Jewel Sarmiento and Estina Williams from the Office of Residence Life.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming?
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming,
and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. Good morning and welcome. I'm Dr. Mark Montgomery, Vice President for DEIB and the Chief Diversity Officer here at SUNY Poly. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome our graduates, your families, friends, and guests to signal this moment in your educational journey. And to all the moms out there, let me wish you an early Happy Mother's Day from all of us here at SUNY Poly. A special shout out to our alumni, faculty, and every one of our staff members, including our amazing facilities staff and the selfless employees who are serving as volunteers today. Let's make some noise for them. Together you have played an integral role in supporting, preparing, and inspiring our graduates. I would also like to welcome the members of our College Council who are present here today. Your advice, counsel, and tireless support of the university and our student success does not go unnoticed. We are grateful for the Council's leadership and service. And to the elected officials and their designees, as well as our community partners and VIPs, thank you for being here with us today. Allow me at this time to introduce my fellow members of the platform party at today's commencement. I ask each member to stand as they are introduced. To the audience, please hold your applause till all are recognized. In the back row to your left, Lawrence Joshua French, SUNY Poly alumnus, class of 2005. Dr. Adam McLean, Faculty Senate Chair. Dr. Abdullah Erolu, Dean of the College of Engineering. In the front row to your left, Dr. Keith Levitino, College Council Member. Roanne DeStito, College Council Chair. In the back row to your right, Dr. Andrew Wolf, Associate Professor of Civil Engineering and our Mace Bearer. Brittany Morowick, Dean of Students and Interim Vice President of Student Affairs. Megan Getman, our Registrar. And in the front row to your right, Dr. Winston Shobiejo, our President. Dr. Henry Cialone, our commencement speaker. Dr. Andrew Russell, our Provost. My friends, the Platform Party. Graduates, faculty, staff, and guests, it is now my honor to welcome to the podium SUNY Poly College Council student representative, fellow graduate, and your student speaker. Please welcome Saba Haji. Saba?
Thank you, Dr. Montgomery, Dr. Sobiejo, members of the College Council, faculty, family, and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. I'd like to share my story with you. When I transferred here in 2022, I came in carrying more than a class schedule. I was working the night shift at Wolfspeed while trying to go to class during the day, and tried convincing myself that I could keep that pace forever. For a while, I did what most students do. I pushed, adjusted, and survived on less sleep than I should have, and I kept telling myself that if I just worked hard enough, that everything would balance out, but it didn't. My grades started to slip, my health started to suffer, and for the first time, I had to face the truth. That effort alone is not enough when the system around you is unsustainable. Stepping away from school and work felt like losing something I had worked hard to build. The job supported my family, and it gave me security, and it gave me a sense of pride. So walking away from it was not easy. It was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make. But one of my first mentors, Rick Short, helped me see it differently. He told me, "You sound like an Olympic superstar who is world famous, someone caring more than the people can see," and he reminded me that sometimes stepping back is not giving up. He pointed me to Simone Biles and to the strength it takes to protect your mind, your body, and your future. That stayed with me. Stepping back didn't take me off my path. It gave me room to reset, to breathe, and to come back. Not just as a student, but as someone who understood what it meant to build a life that was actually sustainable. And that changed everything. I changed my environment. I became an RA on campus. I leaned into curiosity. I started going to office hours so I can focus on the rigorous coursework in my major in mechanical engineering technology with more intention. I returned to routines that fulfilled me, like leading as president of the Women in Engineering Club, volunteering, and guest speaking in local schools to encourage girls and women to pursue STEM. Somewhere in all of that, education stopped being something I was chasing and became something that I was building my life around. It became the foundation of opportunity, sustainability, and purpose. I learned that growth does not only happen in classrooms. It happens when your life is finally stable enough to hold what you're learning. I've been fortunate to be shaped by that process through research, service, community, and through the people who poured into me. Recently, I completed my Ignite You Fellowship through NISTAC. I was honored to be named RA of the Year, and I'm excited to return this summer as an intern with the NSF Energy Engine, a space that has taught me so much about what's possible when learning meets purpose. But none of those honors mean as much as to me as the journey itself, because the journey taught me that success is not just about achievement. It's about becoming someone who can carry opportunity forward for others. So to my fellow graduates, may we leave here with gratitude for what we've overcome, and with humility for the people who helped us get us here, and with the courage to build lives that are not only successful, but meaningful. Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it, and we are only just at the beginning. Thank you. At this time, please join me in welcoming to the mic our president, who continues to be our biggest fan and supporter, President Shobeyejo.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Now, at moments like this, it's important to really celebrate those that help us come this far. And so I would like the class to please stand up of 2026. Please stand, all the graduates. And turn to your parents, your family, your support structure behind you, and just give them a round of applause. Please sit. Thank you. So this is a moment, of course, to please sit. This is a moment to celebrate. And for many of you that are here, you've gone through a lot to get to this point. And it's really interesting for me just to get a sense of those that worked whilst getting their degree. Please stand. Those that were spouses and had families whilst they were students, please stand. And those that had to encounter and overcome some kind of challenge whilst they were students, please stand. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. So as we can see, this is a great milestone, and for me it's a great opportunity to say a few words to the graduating class. And I'd like to do so within the context of our history at SUNY Poly. This year represents SUNY Poly's 60th anniversary. 6 decades of innovation, transformation, and impact, when the strength and determination of our students really matters. And so for me, it is a shared purpose that has shaped, SUNY Poly is a shared purpose that has been shaped by a village of faculty, staff, political and industrial leaders, alumni, board members, and many people who care deeply about our multicultural community, with the support of the government, with the support of the community all around us. And when I go around meeting people in different places, I find our graduates playing important roles in so many parts of society, bringing that SUNY spirit to our community. I also find that as we shape our current, we shape the future of our region. Now, before I get to the heart of my message, I want to take this opportunity to thank the support network that made it possible, and really thank all that made the sacrifices that our students really were the beneficiaries of. But as we look back, it's important to also appreciate what our students have achieved to complete their studies. The challenges they've overcome, financial and emotional challenges that they've overcome, and their journey to receiving their degrees today. I applaud all our students for overcoming these challenges and taking these challenges head on. I also want to say to you, you've emerged well prepared to use our special blend of theory and practice to solve problems that matter. You've learned to work in teams, and we have developed in you the hard and soft skills that you need to succeed in the world that lies ahead of you. In doing extracurricular activities, you've also learned how to really balance work, life, and play, and lessons of teamwork and determination that will inform your lives as you go forward. But as you go forward, though, I want to offer a few words of advice from a scientist and engineer that has tried to live life as an artist. You may say, what's he talking about? What does he mean by living life as an artist? Artists are inspired by the world around them. They don't just get a job. They look around and they feel certain things from what they see and perceive in the world that they see. And within the same context, I want you, with your degrees, to be inspired by the problems that you see around you. And as you see those problems, be inspired to think about how you can work to overcome and solve those problems. Be a change agent that transforms problems into opportunities and success as you work with others to make the world a better place. Second, don't just lead a life to get a paycheck. Lead a life of purpose. The purpose in which you commit your time, your treasure, your talent to causes that are important to you. And better still, to causes that are more important than yourself. Third, be curious. When you see things that don't quite look right, don't just walk past them. Be curious, because within that curiosity is the opportunity for discovery and the opportunity for seeing something that nobody else has quite seen in the same way. And for me, my journey of 70 years and one has led me to be curious around me. And I read many books on world history that never quite made sense to me. But in my travels to over 50 countries of the world, I realized actually that there were just certain things that didn't make sense. Any of you ever heard of Carthage? Do you know where it is? Well, I visited Old Phoenicia, Tunisia today, which is where Carthage is. And in going through the downtown regions of Carthage, I realized that old Rome, old Greece came from Carthage. I realized that places like Ethiopia and Egypt were involved in science and technology in documented and undocumented ways, in ways that shaped my views of the world. I realized that there were armies from China, from India, going across the ocean well before many of the civilizations we know today existed. And I realized that I really needed to shape what I believe, not just by what I've read, but by what I've seen in ways that have informed my opinions and my attitude to others. And the most important thing that I discovered is that knowledge is the shared heritage of all people. And greatness as well is the shared heritage of all people. So as you travel through life, don't just accept the norms. Don't accept the conventional descriptions of what has happened. Discover them for yourself. And as you travel through life, my fourth message is that you need to be inspired by all your six senses. You might say, what does he mean by six senses? Of course, you can touch, feel, see, and hear, but there's that extra sense that integrates all of these into perception that's deeper than just what you can explain. And as you get that inspiration, play your own melody. What do I mean, play your own melody? Play your own melody. Don't be content to express other people's melodies. Express your own in your own authentic self, inspired by your six senses in a way that is guided by emotional intelligence. Well, what do I mean by emotional intelligence? It's really the extra type of intelligence that tells you how to manage yourself in situations that you face. And in many of those situations, it is not just the obvious thing that's the right thing to do. There is a sense of wisdom that's guided by emotional intelligence that allows you to navigate yourself through this world. And then the biggest discovery of mine is a poem by which I live my life. It's a poem by Rudyard Kipling called If. If you've never read this poem, I encourage you to do so. It challenges you. It says, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. Or being lied about, don't give way to lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hatred. And at the end it says, if you can risk everything that you have on one pitch of toss and turn, and lose it all, and start again from the beginning, never breathing a word to anyone, but seizing life as it is and continuing. If you can do all of these things, then he says, you'll be a man. I also say you will be a woman that is ready to take on the challenges of life. And then, as you go through life, one of the biggest challenges with people when they gain experience is they begin to think they know it all from one older generation. I say to you, as you go through life, reinvent yourself every 10 years. Refresh your perspectives by surrounding yourself with young people from different generations. Many of them have much to teach us than we know. And in fact, the only way we can stay current is by learning from young people. And as we do this, we share with them our life's experiences in return. And my last piece of advice, put time into perspective. Remember that life is a marathon, not a sprint. You have perhaps 80 years to make the impact in the world that you would like to make. In the end, much of what you do will only matter if you commit yourself to doing something or working on something that is much greater than yourself. And so graduates, today is a special milestone. Enjoy yourselves, celebrate with your family and friends, and take some time today to really celebrate this milestone of graduation. You've earned it, and I wish all of you the very best on the road of life that lies ahead. So finally, I would like to thank all of those that have worked so hard to make today possible. We really appreciate all those that worked to make this beautiful, beautiful graduation possible. From Diana DePrimo to Bill Dustin to Steve, to Dan, to all our staff, administration, faculty, and students that have worked so hard, and to our honorees, especially our graduation speaker. I really want to say thank you for sharing the inspiration that you provide through your lives. Thank you very much. And now it is my pleasure to welcome to the podium someone whose care for our students is second to none. Here to recognize our 2026 Chancellor's Award recipients is Brittany Morovich, Dean of Students and Interim VP of Student Affairs. Brittany.
Thank you, President Sobiejo. Before we get started, can we give Saba another round of applause for her student address? What a wonderful message Saba delivered to the class of 2026. As your Dean of Students, I'm gonna miss this incredible graduating class. You've all made an indelible mark on the campus and as students, and we look forward to keeping in touch with you as alumni. It is now my pleasure to move on to the awards portion of today's commencement ceremony. I'm honored to celebrate students and employees of SUNY Poly who have been singled out for extraordinary recognition by the Chancellors of the State University of New York. Our two SUNY Chancellor's Awards for Student Excellence recipients will be recognized more formally this afternoon, but they are Amna Khan and Joshua Slater. You'll hear from Amna shortly as she shares news on the class gift, but we can get a quick round of applause for our two Student Chancellor's Award winners. And now on to the faculty and staff. For more than 25 years, the Chancellor has annually acknowledged outstanding performance, both in and out of the classroom, by professionals across the university system through a program called the Chancellor's Awards for Excellence. It is my honor to present Raymond Berninski, Adjunct Lecturer in the College of Engineering, with this year's Chancellor's Awards for Adjunct Teaching Excellence. Ray, would you please come up to the stage so President Sobiejo may present you with the Chancellor's Medallion. Since joining SUNY Poly in 2020, Ray has brought more than 2 decades of engineering experience into a teaching approach that is deeply student-centered, blending real-world application with academic rigor to prepare students for meaningful careers. Through innovative concepts, coursework, hands-on learning, and commitment to making those complex concepts accessible, Ray has inspired curiosity, creativity, and confidence in the next generation of engineers. His dedication extends beyond lectures. Through mentorship, accessibility, and unwavering support, he has guided students not only in mastering technical skills, but in growing professionals and problem solvers. His influence is evident in the success, resilience, and ambition of those students he serves, making him truly deserving recipient of this honor. Congratulations, Ray. It is also my privilege to present Gina Licio, Director of Undergraduate Admissions, with the Chancellor's Award for Professional Service. Gina, would you please come to the stage so President Sobiejo may present you with the Chancellor's Medallion. Gina has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to student success, fostering a culture of support, collaboration, and excellence that shapes the student experience from their very first interaction. Her leadership has empowered her team to grow and thrive, while her influence extends campus-wide through her service, expertise, and dedication to shared goals. Under her guidance, SUNY Poly achieved a historic milestone with its largest incoming class, a testament to her vision and effectiveness. Respected, trusted, and deeply committed, Gina exemplifies the very best of SUNY Poly, lifting others, strengthening the community, and setting a standard of excellence that inspires us all. Congratulations, Gina. And now to introduce our commencement speaker, I turn it back over to President Sobiejo.
Before you hear from your commencement speaker, I have the distinct honor to present him as a candidate for the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa. Would Dr. Russell and our honoree, Dr. Henry Cialone, please step forward.
Henry Cialone is a nationally respected engineering executive and engineering leader. The honorary doctorate citation reads as follows. A graduate of Brown University with a BS, MS, and Ph.D. in materials science, your career embodies the spirit of leadership, innovation, and service. Your impact on the manufacturing sector and commitment to industry partnerships and technological advancement has not only strengthened the economy, but also inspired countless future innovators. In your role as a former president and CEO of EWI, you transformed the leading nonprofit engineering and technology organization in North America into a leading force in the development and commercialization of advanced manufacturing technologies. Your dedication to building public-private partnerships and fostering innovation has had a profound and lasting impact on the manufacturing sector. Your expertise is not limited to large-scale industrial efforts. You have consistently championed the importance of supporting small and mid-sized manufacturers, helping them adopt advanced technologies to stay competitive in the face of ever shorter product cycles and increasing market demands. Your dedication to mentoring and guiding the next generation of leaders is exemplified through your leadership roles with organizations such as Biosource Pharmaceuticals, Insight Consulting, and your founding of LIFT, where you remain an active board member. You also served on the governing board of the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, further underscoring your commitment to technological innovation and sustainable development. In recognition of your profound contributions to advanced manufacturing, your work has been featured in Industry Week. In acknowledgement of your many distinguished accomplishments in the field of engineering and advanced manufacturing, as well as your contributions to the development of lightweight materials that have revolutionized industries like automotive and aerospace, we welcome you to SUNY Poly's community of scholars.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, I confer upon Henry Cialone the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, and invest him with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. In token thereof, I present Dr. Henry Cialone with the diploma and direct that he be vested with the hood appropriate with the degree. Graduates, please join me in congratulating our honorary degree recipient and welcoming your commencement speaker, Dr. Henry Cialone.
Well, that's humbling. President Sobiejo, Wally, thank you very much. I wonder why I'm being so familiar with your president. Wally and I have a career intersection in common. As you know, I was CEO of EWI for about 20 years, retired earlier this year. It was my last job before entering retirement. Wally worked there about 30 years ago. It was his last company job of any kind before committing to academia. So that was the beginning of our relationship several years ago. You may know something about EWI, you may not. It was a company that was started over 40 years ago as a hands-on engineering support organization and has evolved into a strategic innovation partner helping manufacturers solve complex problems. It's an honor to be here with you today and be part of this important milestone for the graduates and their families. Today is about celebrating your achievements, but it's also about transition. You're closing one chapter and stepping into a new phase that's much less structured, a lot more uncertain. I'm certain you'll do well with the solid foundation that SUNY Poly has provided you. You probably have a lot of questions about what's coming next, and that's fine. In fact, I'm here to tell you that asking more questions is better than having all the answers. When I was sitting where you are roughly 50 years ago, plus or minus a few weeks, I thought success was about having all the right answers. I thought if you worked hard enough, studied enough, learned enough, you'd become the person people turn to for solutions. The person who was always able to answer the really tough questions. For a while, that's what I did, and that's what you'll probably do. Work hard to be the smartest person in the room and always have the right answer. Over time, I came to realize that the people who made the biggest impact actually weren't the ones with all the answers. They were the ones asking better questions. Not just how do we solve this, but questions behind the question. Like, why does this matter? What are we missing? Who else needs to be part of this? As I matured as a leader, I also realized that the onus was on me to push others to ask questions. That's why I'm here today. There was a moment a few years ago that put some clarity to this. When I was CEO of EWI, I asked one of my team members, a guy named Alex Kidd, a question. He was one of our top performers, but he was also a flight risk because he was seeking new challenges. The old me would have said, Alex, I know what you're good at, I know what you like, I know what the world needs, this is what you need to focus on. But I'd learned something by that point. And instead I asked, if you could start your own skunk works, what would you do? And Alex came back with a question. What's a skunk works? Well, some of you may know, some of you may not. The Skunk Works was a small, highly innovative group created at Lockheed that developed breakthrough technologies in aerospace defense, most notably the use of ferrite coatings that are still used today to create stealthy aircraft. Ferrite was an innovation that changed the game. So a few days later, Alex came to me and said, I think our ferrite is data. We have decades of data that we don't use once the project is completed. We need to start a data science initiative to extract more insights. Made a lot of sense, much better idea than anything I had come up with. So we backed him. We gave him a small team, some resources, trust, a tremendous amount of freedom to ask his own questions and develop new ideas. Today, Alex's data science team is driving impact across pretty much everything that EWI does. So I've had a lot of interactions like that with team members, where I was curious, to President Sobiejo's point earlier, where I asked a question, where I created space for better answers to come rather than throwing my own ideas out there. I no longer sought to be the smartest person in the room. I wasn't the person with the answers. The people on my team were. It was my job to challenge them with tough, meaningful problems and insightful questions. I started to focus on bringing the right people together and asking the questions that move things forward. And that's my advice to you today. Ask more questions. Engineers don't like to do that. If you ask a question, it reveals that there's something you don't know, and you want to know everything, right? Get over that. So when you ask better questions, you don't just get better answers, you get better outcomes. So over the course of my career, I've had the opportunity to work at the intersection of science, technology, and real-world application, all in pursuit of better outcomes. So an outcome isn't better just because it's technically sound, although for scientists and engineers, that's where we start. An outcome is good when it solves a real problem in a real application for real people. Achieving this requires more than expertise. It requires understanding the broader systems of industry, economic, operational, and human. So this takes me back to the point about asking more questions. You'll find that many important questions aren't technical at all. They're more like, who actually needs this solution? What constraints are they working under? What happens if we get it wrong? And innovation for its own sake may be academically exciting, but I'm reminded of a comment that a former boss of mine used to make frequently. Innovation without application is just a cute idea. So how do you achieve application of a new innovation? You need to tune your curiosity into the larger context, to the needs of society, industry, and the technical community, to the big problems the world is facing. That approach aligns with what SUNY Poly is building, an environment focused on student success, strong partnerships, academic excellence, and the infrastructure that supports innovation. Your focus so far might have been to get really good at the technical side of things, and that's good. That's really important. You have to be good at that, but you also have to get a better understanding of all the other areas that support an organization's success. Learn how you can apply everything you know in ways that really matter. Today, as you become SUNY alumni, you're joining a community that has already made a significant impact on the world. SUNY Poly graduates have gone on to contribute across engineering, science, and technology. They're working on some of the most complex challenges we face today. And you are now all part of that legacy. It's a legacy built on technical skill, curiosity, collaboration, and a willingness to engage on real-world problems. So I ask you, what problems will you choose to work on? What questions will you ask to get better answers? When I was preparing my notes for today, I wanted to leave you with some practical advice. Until recently, I hired people just like you. And often folks said, well, don't you want people with experience? Well, yeah, you do want some people with experience, but I like people who are fresh out of school because they don't know that something can't work. And so they figure out how to make it work. And that's great. So here's 3 key things for you. First is be good at the basics. Be on time, follow up, be respectful. Stuff your mother taught you, and you can thank her for that tomorrow. These sound simple, that doesn't mean they're easy, and they matter more than you think. Second, own your mistakes quickly. You will make mistakes. We all do. I've made plenty. What matters is how you respond. Own up to it, fix it, learn from it, and move forward. And third, don't assume your path will be linear. It won't be. There will be detours. There will be setbacks. There will be unexpected opportunities. And that's what makes the future so exciting. So if there's one main lesson I wanted to give you, it's this. Your value is not just in having all the answers. Your value is in learning to ask better questions. Ask better questions about the problems you're solving. Ask better questions of the people you work with. And ask better questions of yourself, because the quality of your questions will shape the quality of your decisions. Over time, those decisions will shape your career and your impact on the world. So congratulations to you all, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you for the great advice to the class of 2026. We really appreciate your inspiring and meaningful message. And now for the conferrals. Candidates for degrees. The moment for which you have labored so long and waited with anticipation is at hand. I now ask the Provost to come forward to assist me in the conferral and presentation of degrees. I also ask College Council Chair Roanne Destito to please join me in congratulating our graduates as they cross the stage.
Will all the Master of Science candidates please rise? Mr. President, these candidates have satisfied, subject to verification, the requirements for their respective degrees. Upon recommendation of the faculty and the Graduate Council, I now present them to you for the conferring of the degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Graduate Council, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the College Council, the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, and by the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, I confer upon those of you who are found qualified the degree of Master of Science with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Graduates, please be seated. Candidates are asked to rise when called by academic program and remain standing until directed to move forward. Upon crossing the stage and receiving your degrees, we ask all graduates to return to their seats and remain present for the duration of today's commencement ceremony.
Dr. Abdullah Eroglu, Dean of the College of Engineering.
Mr. President, will the candidates for the following degrees please rise? Master of Science with major in Advanced Technology. Master of Science with a major in Computer Science. Master of Science with a major in Network and Computer Security. Candidates, please move forward to receive your degrees.
Ángel Daniel Colón. Manish Reddy Kamushukuri. Babhim Pandre. Sriwan Bishcharakhu. Donato Anthony Valenzano. Krishna Kumar Pavati. Arjun Reddy Dupipala. Santosh Reddy Kotapeka. Matthew Townsend. David Patrick Cook. John Perter. Noah Arthur Brady. Congratulations. Hussam Mohammed Anwar. Taylor Lynn Nicole Hunter. Priscilla Terry Novak. Javier Crespo Lowe. Miam Mohammed Danjal. Shakrika Su. Kelly Ann Power. Jinesh Narendra Patel. Yasevi Reddy Pebetti. Radha Chaidije. Sri Sai Nikila Buruvupali. Sai Charan Reddy Kutakapu. Trisha Reddy Kumbam. Rohan Chapala. Virinchi Sai Atamakuri. Vandena Kata. Shreya Mari. Mishrina Reddy Modugu. Pradespi Rangineni.
We now ask that all of the bachelor's degree candidates please rise. Mr. President, all of these candidates have satisfied, subject to confirmation, the requirements for the respective degrees of Bachelors of Science. Upon recommendation of the faculty, I now present them to you for the conferring of the degree.
Upon recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the College Council, the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, and by the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, I confer upon those of you who are found qualified the respective degrees of Bachelor of Science with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Graduates, please be seated. Candidates are asked to rise when called by academic program and to remain standing until directed to move forward.
Dr. Aroglu.
Candidates for the following degrees, please rise. Bachelor of Science with a major in Civil Engineering. Bachelor of Science with a major in Civil Engineering Technology. Bachelor of Science with a major in Computer Engineering Technology. Bachelor of Science with a major in Electrical Engineering Technology. Bachelor of Science with a major in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Bachelor of Science with a major in Mechanical Engineering. Bachelor of Science with a major in Mechanical Engineering Technology. Candidates, please move forward to be honored.
Saba Haj. Riley Cooper. Christopher Charles Tavener. William Elias Pitsoulis. Arafat Abed. Paul P. Heller. Brian Lemma. Pedro Jaramillo Ruiz. Luke Spencer Taylor. Jermaine Burton. Rashad Harmal. Summer Switzer. Brooklyn May Babcock.
Nice work.
Caitlin Truax. Mackenzie Pierce. Kevin Made. Ethan John Shawcross. Daniel Fail. Lane Michael Accarelli. Connor P. Krasowski. Jan Litvank. Dylan Wheelock. Isabella Miller. Franklin Ampounta. Güneş Sahamun. Danielle Celeste Durmas. Elwood Hanrahan. Dhruval Patel. Dominic Spikalski. Lukasz Dubicki. Antonio Chapala. Matthew Scott Barber. Lorenzo Massi. Lawson Michael Massi. Thomas Joseph Zezulovich. Tennyson Tower. Garrett Michael Rankins. Nathan Gary Lee. Jaden Wood. Joel Kamal Marji. Hunter Lynn Koser. Joseph Cantella. David Vivas Rodriguez. Jaden Childers. Michael G. Mattioli. Vincent Tide. Admir Mun Yakovich. Robert Bow. Calvin Jantz. Senior Airman Etter. Liam Melo. Crystal Evans. Garrett Barnett. Xander Reed Nowak. Matthew Hahn. Caleb Lizowski. Jonathan Thomas Rush. Philip Fenteng. Luis Rafael Lopez Santos. Travis Burton. Assam Chowdhury. Lucas Michael Jude Ferry. Bennett McDonough. Excuse me. Ryan Waring. Amy Nadeau. Roger Charles Jr. Roger. Dawson Leach. Asa Guntert. Isaac Martin. Congratulations, Isaac. Joseph Palik. David Alexander Stark. Congratulations, Dustin. Justin David Osmond. Jordan David Peckham. Manfredo Owotonel Maricom Cardona. I butchered that name. I apologize. Jair Ruben Villa. Nicholas Robert Lang. Alan Pavlov. Dustin Hopler. Brian Crandell. Ryan Pelton. Emin Skiljan. Christopher Iano. William John Priers III. Rudy Regala. Giovanni Jean. Alessandro Ziello. Zoa. Dane Charles Campbell. Noah Rainstrom Page. Jack Owen Mohat. Oren Benjamin Blackwood. Jehudi Boazi. Omar Dapour. Winston Thomas Negro. Declan Wheatley. Gavin Prestige Murphy. Owen R. Infantino. Kanapat Darunson Taya. Edric Boip Pham. Samuel Kisluk. David Proctor. Andrew Piasecki. Gabriela Carolo. Bela Totino. Benjamin William Casconi. Jack Dactor.
Congratulations to you. Thanks for all the great mornings.
Benjamin Daragon. Landon Malinzaski. Ashley Megan Reed. Dalina Mary Swan.
Dr. Rogu.
Candidates for the following degrees, please rise. Bachelor of Science with a major in Applied Computing. Bachelor of Science with a major in Computer Information Systems. Bachelor of Science with a major in Information Systems. Bachelor of Science with a major in Computer and Information Science. Bachelor of Science with a major in Computer Science. Bachelor of Science with a major in Cybersecurity. Bachelor of Science with a major in Network and Computer Security. Candidates, please move forward to be honored.
Aaron David Leonard. Dominic Gabriel Canglia Rossi. Benjamin David Johnson. William Henry Kemley. Molly Maria Russell. Mercedes Milby. Logan Matthew Norton. Anthony Howard Russell. Christopher Robert Marinage. Ariel Cruz. Jaden Gee. Abel Getachew. Brian Blake. Forrest Chaput. Juliana Maria Dufresne. Grayson Widdy. Isaac Otto. Brandon Fisher. Daniel Robert Austin Sayur. Joaquín Nietes. Brandon Sasha Grenoble. Ken Parabon. Madison Rowe Winters. Mike Nguyen. Eric Bodanovich. Deron Adam Howard. Connor George. Stephen Duffy. Benjamin John Richardson. Joseph Aim Oliver. Derek Jerome Pavia. Stephanie Milek. Honey Love. Simon Liang. Sawyer James Davis. Andrew William Fagan. Jared Daniel Winkens. Justin Michael Stakuski. Coleman Savoy. Andrew Ham. Jacob Robert Cargan. Tanner John Brody. Cameron John Bean. Kali Kadavid. Joel Brandon Rivera. Royan Belashisny. David Touch. Osni Jakub. William Stockhauser. Kanor Ladivi. Talik Omersevich. Brent Camden Filkins. Bachelor Daniel Lesinki. Ulastislao Karavetis. Elias Martin Silva. William Michael Oshasnesi. Jason Fernandez. JP Radtore. Raishan Pitkin. William Donovan Castellino. Nick Lee. Jack Thomas Reinhardt. Braydon O'Connor. Connor Lewis Dibley. Jason Cortez. Peter Joseph Gottler. Peyton Blackesley. Elias Joshua Romero. Christopher Moss Micker.
So let me be the first to call you graduates of SUNY Polytechnic Institute. and also be the first to offer our sincere congratulations on this momentous achievement. Allow me to take this one last opportunity to offer you encouragement as you go forward from this wonderful place that has been your home, literally and or virtually, over the past several years. My charge to you today, as graduates of this premier public polytechnic, is to have a vision of your life. Life as a graduate of SUNY Poly, an institution that uses knowledge and its applications to drive economic, humanitarian, and technological advancement for the greater good. Be deliberate and thoughtful as you pursue a successful life, a rewarding career, and a meaningful future. And remember to build on the SUNY Poly values, the values of accountability, community, empathy, gratitude, inclusion, innovation, kindness, and respect. These are not just words. They're values by which we live by, that you have gained, we hope, as students here at SUNY Poly. So graduates, you have the tenacity and the resiliency to act on your aspirations, to take charge of your life and realize your ideals. I know this to be true because SUNY Poly, our dedicated faculty and staff, have equipped you with the knowledge, taught you the skills, and trained you with the experiences that will prepare you for the road that lies ahead. So graduates, seize this opportunity, carry others forward, change lives, and know that we, the generations before you, and the generations to come, are counting on you. Congratulations to the class of 2026. And now to present the class gift from the class of 2026 is Amna Khan, Chair of the Class Gift Committee. Amna?
Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, everyone. It is truly an honor to stand here today as the Class Gift Committee Chair and represent the graduating class of 2026. Today is not just about receiving diplomas or turning the tassels on our caps. It's about reflecting on the journey that brought us to this moment. As we prepared to leave SUNY Polytechnic Institute, we asked ourselves, what can we leave behind that reflects who we are and also continues to bring people together long after we're gone? So this year's class gift will enhance the outdoor patio space just outside the campus center dining hall, including 4 Adirondack chairs, 2 picnic tables, 2 umbrellas with stands, and a wooden bench swing. While these may seem like simple additions, they are meant to create something much more meaningful, a place where students can pause, reflect, and connect. These spaces will become spots for early morning coffees, late night conversations, study sessions, laughter with friends, and quiet moments of peace in between busy days. They're meant to remind future students to slow down, to enjoy where they are, and to build community just as we have here. Though we are graduating, a part of us will always remain here, in these shared spaces, in the memories made, and in the connections that continue to grow. On behalf of the class of 2026, it is my honor to present this gift to SUNY Polytechnic Institute. Thank you. Now to welcome all of our graduates into the Alumni Association, please join me in welcoming Lawrence Joshua French, a 2005 graduate of SUNY Poly, to the podium.
Thank you, Amna. Today marks the completion of your studies and your start as a new degree holder. It is our hope that you will always be proud of SUNY Poly as we are proud of you, and that you carry the name of this institution with you as you find success in the future. As students, you had the opportunity to shape the direction of SUNY Poly through the Student Association. As graduates, you can build on the SUNY Poly legacy through the Alumni Association. We hope you will become involved in the Alumni Association as it addresses alumni needs and helps shape SUNY Poly in the years ahead. And now would all graduates please rise. On behalf of the Alumni Association, I congratulate you on the completion of your degrees and for receiving the degrees that you have earned. It is my privilege and honor to lead you in a tangible gesture that symbolizes your passage from the status of students to that of graduates and alumni. At this time, will you all move the tassel on your cap from the right side to the left side? Congratulations and welcome to the SUNY Poly's alumni community.
I now declare the 2026 College of Engineering commencement of the State University of New York Polytechnic Institute concluded. We ask that guests and visitors please remain at their seats until the recessional has been completed. Thank you all and congratulations.
Thank you.